To tonight's clash at Headingley between Warrington and Leeds, a game that both sides really need to win. Warrington have started off this evening in fantastic style and they're looking forward to closing that gap at the top with St Helens, but for Leeds it's been a long hard week since that disastrous defeat at Bradford Northern. The Leeds led out tonight by Halliday only. Been a lot of conjecture this week as to whether Halliday would be the captain or whether it would be Gary Schofield, and Halliday who takes the field first, and with the mascot Stephen Cocker this evening. I'll just run through the teams for you. For Leeds, Alan Tate is at full-back. Carl Gibson, Marvin Edwards, Craig Innes, Jim Fallon the three-quarters. Gary Schofield and Gareth Stevens are halves. Steve Malloy, formerly Warrington, comes in at number 8 for Sean Wayne. Colin Maskill, Mike O'Neill, the front three. Paul Dixon, Andy Goodway, and Ellery Hanley make up the pack with James Lawes, newly signed for Hunslet, and Daru at number 14, and Paul Anderson, substitute for his first game of the season. Well, Warrington there ran up with Robbie Myler at full-back. Neil Kenyon, Chris Rudd, Alan Bateman and Rick Thackeray in the three-quarters. Greg Mackey from Hull, Kevin Ellis, the half-backs. Neil Harmon, Dwayne Mann, Phil Sumner, Gary Sanderson, Bob Jackson, Phil Cullen, Mark Foster and Eddie Tees. Eddie Tees had a few games with Leeds a few years ago in the A-team. He's ensconced now at Warrington. The referee for this evening, Mr Colin Steele of Barrow. Well, I've got Bill Stewartson from the Warrington Club with me. Bill, fantastic game in prospect.
Yeah, thanks Stuart. Here we are at Headingley. Like you say, Warrington have been playing well the last few weeks. Leeds have been suffering. Leeds a big money club. They've had a roasting this week. For me, the form boot can be thrown out the window right now. There's going to be 80 minutes of good top-class crunch out there. Plenty of big names to watch, and hopefully it should be a good game for us.
We'll be hearing more from Bill as the game goes on. And Warrington look like they're going to kick off. They're playing from right to left. As you look at it, we've been moved from our normal gantry position because of the Sky broadcast this evening. The match is kicking off slightly late as Warrington were held up in the appalling weather conditions on the M62. Well, Warrington then with the kick-off. We'll just see what's happened in midweek Leeds. A lot of spirit required, Andy Goodway. And the game could evolve into a bit of a lottery this evening with the weather conditions. So Dixon now taking that ball up and going straight into Dwayne Mann. That's a great tackle there from Mann. Was very impressed with him against Hull. He wrapped the middle of the field up, bottled up. Steve Malloy will be keen for a good game this evening against his former colleagues. Stevens. Oh, Leeds spilling that ball immediately there, Goodway. And Warrington putting some pressure on Leeds now in that 20-metre zone. Ellis. Mackey. Road, that's good football. And that's going to be the first penalty for a head-high tackle. It's Alan Tate, I think, who's been penalised for Leeds, so that's the first penalty of the game. Goes to Warrington. Well, we have a problem these days with these head-high tackles. It seems to be causing some confusion.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Stuart, I've said this comment a few times on these Micron videos. The rule's in black and white. It does help to apply a bit of grey now and again.
Yes, that's right. Well, Gary Mercer was saying last week that it was an odd rule that's coming this season, so Warrington now driving in there. Sumner just had a tremendous game at Hull a fortnight ago. Bob Jackson, oh, that's good tackling from Steve Malloy. Up quickly there. And Sanderson brought down now. Warrington still on that 20-metre area. Dwayne Mann moving the ball now, Mackey. Oh, that was a lovely tackle there. And the referee again complaining about the tackle there of Marvin Edwards. I couldn't really see anything wrong with that, Bill.
Well, I'm in total agreement with you, Stuart. I think the player just came in. He tackled hard. It was a robust tackle. Whether there was any intent there, I would doubt it myself. But anyhow, our officials set his stall out and he's not going to tolerate high tackles.
Yes, Mr Steele from Barrow making his intentions known even this early in the game. Two penalties immediately to Warrington and a player out injured there on the field. Looks like it's Kevin Ellis who ran onto that short ball from Greg Mackey. And number 3, Chris Rudd, is just standing there, which makes one feel that Warrington will have a kick at goal. So the crowd quite vocal in their opinion about that one. And Rudd lining the ball up now. It's just inside the 20-metre area. And about 13 metres in from the touchline side. Not too difficult, but on a wet night like this, anything could happen. So Rudd then just settling things. He's up that wide. And that ball going dead, so first chance of the game to Warrington there. Not taken, and Gary Schofield will drop out on that 20-metre zone. And that's a difficult one there. That's well fought by Schofield, keeping it on the floor. Mackey. And Kenyon over on that far side. Brought down again. Leeds 3 men in that tackle on Neil Harmon. Ellis, lovely ball there. Cullen, and he's brought down, and Warrington have lost ground now. That's good tackling from Leeds, moving up quickly. Sumner again, looking for work up to the last tackle. Warrington still on the halfway. That's back for Mackey for the kick. Carl Gibson just allowing that ball to stop before he picks it up. And good chasing game there, good kick and chase from Warrington. Stevens finds Mike O'Neill. The Leeds very much pinned down in their quarter in the opening 5 minutes of this game. Maskell. Spinning in a tackle, going nowhere there, Colin Maskell. Andy Goodway will take the drive himself. So up to the last tackle now, Leeds still in that 20-metre area, and it'll be back for Alan Tate's boot. And Tate kicks that downfield, and all the downtown chasers are offside. And again, good tackling. So both sides tackling well in this first quarter.
Well, Warrington, Stuart, their whole entire game is built on powerhouse defence. They've been keeping the ball pending the Leeds quarter, but Leeds look sharp tonight. All to play for here at Headingley, and I'll tell you what, the team that wins this will have to win it the hard way.
And that's the thoughts of Bill Stewardson from Warrington. You'll be hearing from him throughout the game. That ball's put down there, and Steve Malloy picking it up for Leeds and coming in and looking for a big game, Steve Malloy, this evening. The penalty immediately there going to Leeds. And again, that's for the tackle above the head. So the referee, Colin Steele, no doubt whatsoever what he wants from this game tonight. Schofield's kick finds touch. Right on halfway. Mike O'Neill there leads switching play. And good forceful run there from O'Neill. Gibson spots the gap, goes himself. Lee switching it now with Schofield. Dixon Hanley in support. Hanley goes himself, looks for the gap. And a tremendous game at Bradford. Only one of the few Leeds players to show up. Oh, lovely ball there from Schofield. Edwards in his cutting field there. Edwards couldn't get the ball away. We're up to the last tackle now, and Leeds pressing strongly down that Warrington quarter. Schofield will put that bomb up there, and tonight that's difficult conditions. And Schofield's over for the first try of the game. Well, would you believe it? Would have to be Gary Schofield. Pretty good kick in these conditions there, Bill.
Oh, it's a superb kick. As you say, he did take advantage of the conditions. I've just been saying about Warrington's powerhouse defence. We'd had the ball in the Leeds quarter. They broke quickly, a couple of tackles over on the far side. The ball's up. Kenyon unable to cope with it in the atrocious conditions, and good support from the Leeds players gives them a 4-point lead with a try from Gary Schofield.
So we'll just watch that again on the replay. 7 minutes gone then, and Gary Schofield putting Leeds in front. We'll just watch that one again there on the replay. Schofield put up the bomb, and Kenyon couldn't take the ball in the appalling conditions. Schofield there on hand to collect the pass from Edwards and go over. About 10 metres in from touch. So Maskell has a difficult conversion. And that's a tremendous kick there from Maskell. So Leeds just the start they wanted. Leeds 6, Warrington 0. We've been playing for 8 minutes now. Gary Mercer was telling me a few weeks ago that if that had been Warrington with a few losses, the crowd would have been well down. So Gareth Stevens waits for that ball, finds Dixon. And Dixon straight into Sumner. Carl Gibson going himself from acting half-back, trying to look for the gap and step his way through. Malloy. A lot of water standing on the field this evening. Schofield. It's a kick in early in the tackle count. That's spinning away towards the touchline side. It's not going to find touch, it's going to find Robert Myler. Oh, and up quickly there, Leeds posse of tacklers. And again, Innes quickly in there. And you'll hear the South Stand crowd at the far side there cheering every tackle. Mackey spinning that ball now. And again, 3 men in at the tackle. That's good to see from Leeds. The way man wrapped up at acting half by Colin Maskell. Marvin Edwards kicks downfield and Maskell took Mackey there after the ball. Fallon stepping out of tackles, but not the second one from Dwayne Mann. Steve Malloy. And unceremoniously dumped there by Bob Jackson. Schofield will put the kick in again. A good tackle from Leeds, Bill. A good Leeds kicking and chasing game.
Well, Leeds are playing a percentage game, just using up a couple of tackles, clearing the quarter. That's one of Warrington's tricks. They look sharp tonight. The early skirmishes are over. The game will settle down now. Leeds have got a 6-point lead, so Warrington have got to concentrate on keeping the ball and building from the back.
So Dwayne Mann finds a runner there. That's again Leeds not allowing Warrington any room. Up quickly. Mackey, that's a lovely ball from Mackey. Rudd back inside. Oh, and that's out through the windscreen, and Jim Fallon will gratefully pick that up for Leeds. Lovely ball there again from Greg Mackey. Mike O'Neill. Andy Goodway. Schofield looks for Hanley, finds Hanley. Edwards on the gap there, that's Edwards going, he's got Hanley inside him. Gibson there. Well, the referee there deciding that there was a series of knock-ons there. And difficult to see what happened there, Bill, a lot of knock-ons.
Well, it was brilliant rugby league. There was about 36 knock-ons at the end, but what a fantastic attack from the Leeds club. Warrington must concentrate here, get their act together. Leeds look really sharp, and I think we could be in for a feast of open rugby on a bad night.
Yes, the style of rugby there played by Leeds belying the atrocious conditions of rain, absolutely sailing down. And Warrington win that scrum. And Bob Jackson, that's good tackling from Maskell. Mackey feigning the kick there, again that's out to Rudd. Wrapped up there by Marvin Edwards, over on the far side. So Leeds sliding defence coming across. Sumner. We're up to the last tackle now on this ball. Will be kicked from acting half by Dwayne Mann. That's a good kick from acting half back. Very difficult to kick from the acting half back position and control the ball. And Fallon will pick it up. It's a big reception committee there waiting for Jim Fallon. Alan Tate stepping. Been in fine form since the season started, Alan Tate. Stevens scores himself from acting half. Schofield. Malloy just straightening up there and driving that ball in. Hanley. Schofield now jinking, trying to get play moving. We're up to the last tackle. Leeds still penned around that 20-metre area. Back for Alan Tate. Kicks down there. Robbie Myler stops it with his foot. And Andy Goodway up quickly there with Hanley. And Mike O'Neill's popped a bang on his head there. Going man, finding Jackson. Oh, that's a good tackle on Jackson there. From Craig Innes. Over on that far side, and Leeds moving up quickly there. Ellis juggling with the ball, gets his kick in. And out on the full. So Leeds forcing Warrington a series of errors, Bill.
Yeah, they certainly are getting up very quick in the tackle. They've got Warrington rattled at the moment, and deservedly so. They're working harder on the park. But I think we'll see in the next 5 or 10 minutes the game will change. Everything's settling down, and we'll get down to the hard part of the first half, where the forwards are going to establish who's in charge. We'll have to see what chances come.
Winnis looking for the gap there as Leeds take their first scrum of the evening. Schofield. He's got Tate with him. Misses Tate out. And Edwards just slipped there as he went into his stride. Maskill finds Malloy. Big appetite for work this evening, Maskill. Another ball from Schofield, finds Goodway. And Tate coming up in support there. Goodway pushing men off from acting half, going himself, taking play further into that Warrington territory, and Schofield will put the kick in. In fact, that's a high spinning bomb again. And this time a penalty for offside there in front of the man when he kicked the ball. So the third Warrington penalty of the evening. 3-1 the penalty count to Warrington, and the scrum's tied at 1-0. That finds touch just inside their own half of the field. Good kick there from Rudd. Man will take the tap. And that's a good tackle again from Leeds. On number 8, Neil Harmon. Sumner. Warrington using these two big props to drive the ball, try to get position in the middle of the field. And a knock on there, not interfered with as he got up to play that ball. And the Warrington player more concerned about Ellen Hanley. So Leeds in with a chance to attack from this scrum. And Kevin Ellis harassing Gareth Stevens at the base of the scrum. Hanley goes himself. And driven back there solidly. Maskill looks for the gap. Goodway inside ball, Steve Malloy. That's good play from Leeds. Clever play from Andy Goodway there. And here come Leeds again now with Gareth Stevens. Finds Schofield. That's Hanley. Alan Tate in support. Tate almost through there. Schofield staying that pass. Gareth Stevens, will he score? Good, great tackle there from the fullback. To the last tackle. Good football from Leeds in these conditions. Schofield. It's a long ball to Gibson. Gibson puts up the bomb. And the way man tackled over his own line. So another Leeds attack coming in, nothing but good football again there, Bill.
Brilliant attack, but you've got to give credit there to Warrington's last gasp defence. They're keeping their eye on the runners with or without the ball. brilliant defence and a brilliant attack. I'm surprised we've only had 6 points up to now, and I'm sure that Warrington would settle if they can get in at half-time, 6-0 down.
So Warrington then will drop out. Enterprising stuff from Leeds, and as Bill said there, tremendous last-ditch tackling from Myler. Hung out at Stevens, looked to be going under the post. Well, Leeds certainly putting Warrington under some pressure in these early stages. Edwards now will run that ball back in. And he's still going in his... Well, the South Stand crowd really behind Leeds this afternoon. Schofield. Good way. Finds Tate. Schofield again. He takes the tackle, Gary Schofield. Good way. Going himself. Looking to bring Gibson in. Gibson stepping. Nothing there. Stevens running across that field, looking for runners, finds Mike O'Neill. Went up to the last tackle. And Schofield with that ball. It's a chip throw, that's for the Leeds chasers. Warrington player just slipping there. Oh, Leeds up quickly there, that's good tackling from the Loiners. And a penalty there for offside, just up a little bit too quickly. So Mr. Steele not frightened to give the penalties against the home crowd. And that's all. That Leeds directors came away with a box of fish, and that was the only thing Leeds got all night. Oh, good running there again from the Warrington forwards. Sumner. Cullen, we haven't seen much of Cullen this evening. Well, good tackling from Manley again as Warrington looking to drive that ball out of there. On half of the field. Mackie now. Kicking. And Gibson sensibly waiting while the ball stops. Looking to step inside, but Warrington up quickly. Alan Tate. Maskill finding Mike O'Neill. And penalty there to Leeds. Second one of the evening, that's for a tackle above the neck of Mike O'Neill. It's Paul Cullen who's been adjudged the culprit. So Schofield then. Leeds in an attacking position, 10 metres inside that Warrington half of the field. Malloy. Good tackling there from Sumner. O'Neill just taking the drive lead, settling it down in the forwards. Stevens and run around there for Leeds. So Leeds should be welcoming back Andy Gregory and Alan Tate next week. Sorry, Gary Mercer, and that's a long chase there. A good chasing again, a good kicking game, and Warrington dropping out from under the post.
Well, it's a good attack from Leeds. Everything's finally balanced at the moment, but for all the possession that Leeds have had, and for all the attacks where they've been like 2 metres from the line, they're not making them count. The score's remaining 6 points to 0 to the Headingley team. Warrington are starting to get in the game. We're deep in the first half. Things aren't looking too bad.
Well, coming up to about 23 minutes gone. Leeds will settle, I think, 6-0 at this stage, but so would Warrington. Leeds have had most of the possession and most of the position, and it's Leeds again with Marvin Edwards now. Leeds can do with turning some of this position into points. Andy Goodway. Good strong run there from Andy Goodway. Goodway knocking on there as he got up to play the ball. Referee says that's a scrum, it'll be heading ball to the wire. Well, Kevin Ellis looking for the ball. It's at the bottom of Hillary Hanley's feet. And a good tackle on Rudd there. Mackie. Mackie again. Finding Ellis. Ellis looking for a big game. A lot of people thinking that Ellis is in contention for that Great Britain halfback spot in the forthcoming World Cup final. And a knock on there. But a linesman just on the touch judge on this side, just that. A suspicion of an interference there in the tackle, but the touch judge says it was just a knock on, so it's Leeds that will come up with the heading ball at the scrum. Stevens finding Alan Tate. Good running there from Tate. Gibson. Schofield. That's out to Edwards. Edwards inside ball for Innes. Lovely tackling there on Craig Innes in full flight. Good football. Steve Malloy all over the field this evening. Schofield again. Finds Gareth Stevens. Looks for the run round. Stevens goes himself. He's certainly brave, Gareth Stevens. Schofield again. Kicking across the field. And that's going to beat everyone and run dead. So that'll be a tap on the 20-metre line. And 25 minutes gone now. Leeds 6, Warrington 0. And the referee saying that went backwards there. A little bit of a mix-up at the play of the ball with Dwayne Mann. Jackson. So back for the kick to Myler. That's turns Alan Tate there, just judge there in the lights. And Cullen up quickly with Bateman and bringing him down. Gibson. Over Edwards, scores himself from action half-back. Schofield finds Dixon. Oh, Dixon slipped there as he got into his stride. Schofield kicking downfield. Myler and Warrington now with a chance to put something together. And 3 Leedsmen in at the tackle. And Bateman knocking on there, referee didn't see that. Jackson. Away man. Finds Ellis, and Ellis putting that ball down. Not a good pass for Kevin Ellis. We can't really blame the players for the mistakes in these conditions, Bill.
Well, actually, I would say that we're getting an absolute treat here at Headingley. Atrocious conditions. The ball's being thrown about with gay abandon. You see games like this in Australia, and everyone says, oh, you can do that on sunny days. You're doing it here on an atrocious night.
Alan Tate in the line, looking for the gap. Edwards. Next 10 metres there. That's good running from Marvin Edwards. Not the heaviest of players. Schofield. And this will pick the ball up. Schofield. Finding Steve Malloy out there. That's a great tackle on Malloy. Schofield again. Difficult to see on that far side. Schofield. What's the kick in? And taken by Mile at the second attempt. And falling to Gareth Stevens' tackle there. Ellis. It's Chris Rudd. Family with Kells. Dwayne Manning. Finds Bob Jackson. And a tremendous servant to the Warrington club, Bob Jackson, over a number of seasons. Australian now, qualified as English. And we're up to the last tackle again. The Leeds substitutes just warming up. And that kick up in the flank. Carl Gibson out of position. Gibson's got Alan Tate with him. Oh, he's through there past the first man, Carl Gibson. And wisely holding on there as he looked to pass. The penalty there for holding down there by Dwayne Mann. So Leeds, 3 penalties in this first half. And a good touch there by Schofield. Ball taking a bounce, but that's found touch a long way down, and here come Leeds again now. The crowd really behind the liners. Schofield finds Steve Malloy. Schofield again now. Finds Goodway running on that ball, but Warrington spotting that move and having him well wrapped up there. So Leeds, can they turn some of this pressure into points? Schofield again. Craig Innes. And again, that's Van Hanley now in possession. And when he bumping men off, going himself. Finds Tate. Tate straightening up now. Goodway. Leeds keeping this ball alive. And Goodway finally has to take the tackle. Leeds actually losing ground there. Stevens, Schofield, finds Innes, Innes putting a kick throw. And Fallon there, quickly up making the tackle. It's good enterprising stuff from Leeds. For Ellis. And the Leeds cover for once looking a little stretched. That's Phil Sumner there, brought down by Steve Malloy. Ellis puts the kick in. And again, that turns Alan Tate. That's good kicking. Half an hour gone as Jim Fallon trying to make ground over on this near side. Fallon inside looking for work. Schofield. Dixon. Malloy again there, and Schofield using Malloy out wide. Hanley. Oh, puts Mike O'Neill away from the gap. That's good play from O'Neill. Lovely ball there from Hanley. We're up to the last tackle now, and Schofield will find the ball. Oh, well picked up by Goodway, Stevens. Well, Gareth Stevens couldn't take the ball and Leeds lost possession. But certainly end-to-end stuff, Bill, a tremendous game.
It's a fantastic game. There's absolutely nothing to choose between these two teams, apart from that moment of brilliance from Schofield. Everybody's settled down, the tackling, it's absolutely ferocious, and it's a fantastic game to watch.
Gary Sanderson, good tackle there from Maskill. And Dwayne Mann trying to make ground at the middle of the field, but that's been well policed by Leeds, and we're already up to the 6th tackle. Such is the pace of this game. Danger to stay, letting Mackey run with the ball. Mackey, not a good pass and put down, and so it'll be a turnover. And Dixon will play the ball for Maskill. And Steve Malloy will run hard and solid. Stevens, Schofield. A lovely ball to Edwards, finds Tate. Tate still going, that's good running from Alan Tate. That last Leeds have a full-back with real pace. Dixon. Hanley. Hanley losing that ball there. Edwards, good tackle on Andy Bateman. Alan Bateman, sorry. And again, Edwards in at the tackle. Sanderson. That's Sumner. And the kicks again, turned Alan Tate, and Jim Fallon will pick this one up. So Warrington have a substitute on, it's Mark Forster. Kagan is trying to bring that ball away. And it's Thackeray that's gone off. Rick Thackeray, former Widnes player. Goodway. Malloy. Puts Gibson away. Gibson using Goodway as a foil, and Leeds again turning defence into attack. Stevens. Schofield, Leeds have an overlap on that side there. Short balls for Alan Tate. What a great tackle. That's a Sandgater tackle if ever I saw one. That's got to be obstruction there against Leeds. Mackie. Well, Leeds have a substitution. Colin Maskill coming off. In fact, he's not coming off just yet. I'm waiting to bring James Laws on for his debut. And Maskill doesn't want to come off the field. Dixon. Well, Colin Maskill not wanting to come off the field. Schofield. It's a lovely ball for Dennis Edwards. And the Warrington cover coming across quite superbly there. It's been a tremendous defence from both sides this evening. And it took something special. That little up and under and support play from Gary Schofield to put some points on the board, and Leeds could really do with another try before half time. Schofield looks to go itself. Good way. Dixon. Hanley. And that's going to be a try because nobody stopped Ellery Hanley from that sort of position. Well, Bill, nobody stopped Ellery Hanley from 10 metres out.
Well, when he got the ball there, Stuart, it didn't actually look as though there was anything on. I've just been thinking what a fantastic effort we'd had from the Wildersfield men in defence. Hanley gets the ball, he just goes through, he goes past defenders as though they're not there. So that makes the score now 10-0, and with the penalty, with the conversion that will go over, it will be 12-0.
Yes, great play there from Hanley. 35 minutes gone. And a try to Hanley. Maskill about to convert, and he does that. Well, it's 12 points to 0. Two tries, 2 goals then. Warrington appeared to have done everything right there. The defence has been superb from both sides and took something special again from Ellery Hanley. Type of typical Ellery Hanley try, but only he seems to be able to score. And that ball passes Gary Stevens, and Gibson will run that ball out. Insensibly finding the ground. And Leeds under pressure again on their own line. Oh, that's good running from Andy Goodway. Dixon. And up to that 20-metre line. That's good running again from Leeds. O'Neill. Malloy, lovely ball, short ball for Malloy, and Malloy's put that ball down. So Warrington with a chance now to attack in Leeds a quarter. Glenman finds Ellis. Mackey. Oh, Mackey, not a good ball. Picked up by Edwards there. A mistake from referee there. There was certainly no knock-on as far as Leeds were concerned. The first knock-on from Mackey was cleanly picked up by Edwards, but Leeds will have the head and ball at the scrum. Gareth Stevens will have a run himself. Immediately wrapped up there. Hanley. A head-high tackle there from Sumner. Hanley wrapped round his head there and playing for everyone to see. Innes using Fallon. Tate. Tate almost through the gap then, and Leeds certainly piling on some pressure now. Masker will find Goodway. Good football there from Andy Goodway. Up to the last tackle, but Leeds have made good ground there. Schofield's kick is downtown. Robbie Myler. And there goes the hooter for half time then, so it's Leeds 12. Outside of Gary Schofield, Maskell converted on 7 minutes, and then on 35 minutes Hanley try, converted again by Maskell. It's 12-0. Tremendous game, Bill.
Yeah, it's been an absolutely brilliant exhibition of rugby league. I said at the midway point in the first half that Warrington would have settled for 6-0. 12-0's another story. They're going to have to come out in the second half. Let's hope both teams can keep the standard of rugby league up, and let's hope we get plenty more exciting tries.
Well, there you have it then. Score here ahead, Headingley. Leeds 12, Warrington 0. Well, Gary Schofield about to get the second half underway. What a tremendous first half. 12-0 Leeds in the lead. And Ellis finding Paul Cullen, and Cullen tucks the ball under his arm and makes good groundage there up to that 20-metre line. The first half scrums were 4-2 to Leeds, and the penalties tied at 4-all. It'll be interesting to be a fly on the wall at half-time in the dressing rooms. Decidedly dodgy pass there. Mann tries to go himself from that 10 half. A good tackling from Gareth Stevens. So back for the kick. Ellis, second man there, and the kick is all downtown, and Alan Tate will have the luxury of 10 metres to run in. Almost through the gap. Gareth Stevens is at acting half. Fallon. Mike O'Neill. James Laws looks for Gareth Stevens. Stevens bringing Malloy on the burst. He's had a top game this evening, Steve Malloy. Schofield just looking there at his options. Finds Dixon. Dixon looking to offload, turning round in the tackle. Laws again with a quick pass for Schofield. So Laws is on and Maskell's off. Myler and Leeds up quickly there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hanley, Laws and Craig Innes. Bateman, and that's looking promising now. A good run from defence there. From Mark Forster. Jackson. Dwayne Mann. Sumner up to the last tackle now, and Warrington will put the kick in. Ellis. Kicks downfield. Carl Gibson's got that policed. He picks it up well. On the bounce, on the volley. Alan Tate. Looking to run the ball out of defence, Leeds. Penn back with that kick. Hanley. And pushing men off again, Ellery Hanley. And getting right across that advantage line there. Leeds forwards regulating the advantage line this evening. And a good solid tackle on Dixon there. Got to have Alder Dixon by the ears there. James Laws. There's a run from acting half. Back for Tate. Myler. Leeds again up quickly, that's good running. Dwayne Mann making good yardage there from acting half. Best hooker in the English game. And Jackson's hurt there in that tackle, and there's nothing anybody could do about that. Jackson slipped there into the feet of Innes, who was coming in to make the tackle. Nothing malicious in that, Bill.
No, it's just one of those things. Warrington skipper Jackson, his feet went from under him. It was a complete accident, but he's so important to the Warrington team. It really would be a cruel blow if they were to lose Bob Jackson at this point.
Yeah, the second half seemed to have started very much in the same vein as the first, with both sides looking for supremacy and the tackling excellent.
Well, the tackling has been absolutely top class. There really is nothing to choose between these two teams. And looking at the First Division in the Stones Bitter Championship, I think you can confidently say both of these teams here will finish in the top four. So the team that wins tonight can look around at everybody else and pat themselves on the head, really.
Well, Jackson receiving attention. Stuart Walker, the Leeds physio, just inquiring after his health. Five minutes gone and Bob Jackson groggily gets to his feet. And up to the last tackle again. Warrington still pinned down here on this 40 metre. The kick again is for Alan Tate, and safely picked up by Tate. Innes. Spinning in the tackle, Innes. Laws will find Goodway. Goodway's a big game this evening, and again makes that advantage line. That's good running from Andy Goodway. Laws spins, goes himself. Tremendously strong player is Jamie Laws. Short balls for Dixon, and Dixon again to the last tackle. The ball, good kick from Gary Schofield, finds touch just outside the 20 metre. It'll be head and ball to Warrington. Ellis. Oh, Kenyon brought down a lot of pace. Neil Kenyon, that was good tackling from Alan Tate. Watch Kenyon right across the centre of the field. Sanderson. Cullen. And again Leeds moving up, and 3 men in at the tackle. And a good tackle on Sumner. Warrington making no progress whatsoever. And Dwayne Mann finally brought down there by James Laws. And up to the last tackle, that's going back for the kick.
Get running!
Picks up a difficult ball and makes progress there again. The rain siling down again, seemed to ease off at half time. Alan Tate. That's gone backwards, says the referee. Lee's lucky there with that one. Dixon running around with Schofield. And Sumner coming in there round the neck of Schofield. Stevens now. Malloy took his eye off that ball. And Ellis is away. Oh, a good tackle from Tate. And the Leeds defence all back there, and good play from Leeds. Oh, the first real attack from Warrington now, and that's good running on that far side from Forster. Harmon. Man finds Ellis. So Man again finding Mackey, and Mackey. It's a long pass out there. And that's gone dead. So it'll be a tap out on the 22. Warrington, first real attack there in the second half.
Well, when Warrington starts to get a bit of possession, keep hold of the ball, you'll be amazed at the pace they have got. It's essential now that Warrington get a score in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Only 2 full scores in the game, so everything is still to be played for here at Headingley.
Mike O'Neill. Leeds trying to make progress up towards halfway. Good way. And a good way struggling in the tackle there, and Dixon bringing down. Lowe's pushes men off. Schofield puts a kick in, that's for Myler. And no way through there from Myler, and pushed back many a mile by Schofield and Hanley. Oh, good tackling from Gareth Stevens. And again Leeds up quickly on that tackle. Anderson's on now for Leeds as Bob Jackson trying to make a break. Finds Bateman, Man. And Warrington at last trying to play some football. Paul Anderson on, I think, for Steve Malloy. Mackey. And that's passed back to Nolan there. And Mackey having a bad game this evening, and he's put Warrington under some pressure there with Leeds in possession now. Alan Tate. Can Leeds make this count? Tate making good progress there over on that far side. Gibson. Run around there between Goodway and Gibson. Gibson trying to straighten up. Schofield running with the ball, going on his own, still going. Short balls for Anderson. And we're up to the last tackle now. Ball's back for Schofield. All the time in the world for a drop attempt, and it's there. Well, at the end of the day, that could be a very important point, Bill.
Well, like I just mentioned, Stuart, there were 2 full scores in the game. Now that Gary Schofield's found time and space to put that drop goal over, it really does intensify the problems that Warrington have. And at the moment, they've got enough against this lively Leeds team.
Well, 51 minutes gone then. The Schofield drop puts Leeds 13-0 in the lead, and more importantly, as Bill says, Warrington have now to score 3 times. Hanley just allowing that ball to bounce. And a tremendous break there from Hanley. What a great player he is, Ellery Hanley. A lot of people written Hanley off. Oh, Mike O'Neill's through the gap. And a swinging arm there, but the referee says play on, allowing Leeds the advantage there. They've got a roll on now. Dixon. Well, Larry Hanley written off in a lot of quarters, and might well surprise people if that he could be on the in the side for the test match. So we've got Warrington have got a substitute. It's Gary Tees. As I said earlier, Gary Tees played a few games up here. And Schofield, all the time in the world to place his kick. What a lovely kick from Gary Schofield. And I've said this many a times on the commentary here. Gary Schofield, tremendous kicker of the ball, lays the lolloping sort of the style, and that ball going exactly where he wants. So Warrington, number 8, coming off. And that's Neil Harmon. He's had a big game this evening, Harmon. And Gary Tees. So Ellis will work the scrum. And offside at the scrum there against Gareth Stevens. And that's a good kick there from Rudd. Finds touch just in the 1.5 half of the field, and Dwayne Mann looks to tap. And he'll find Tees. The Tees slipped there as he approached the Leeds cover. And Leeds moving up quickly again. Tees again, so Tees and Mann taking that ball 15 metres. Mackie. And that's a good kick there. And Mackie and Leeds had to kick that ball dead. So that'll be head and ball of Warrington down in that corner. Beautiful kick there from Greg Mackie.
Well, that's a rehearsed move of Warrington's. He does that a lot. He kicks it up there for the wingers to run onto. And really now we're getting into the absorbing stage of the second half. It really is essential that Warrington score to get back in the game. And there again, if Leeds should score, I would say that the game is over.
So head and ball of Warrington, they get the scrum. Mackie on a mistake there. But Warrington picking that up well there. Warrington a bit at 6s and 7s, but recovering well there. And Leeds soaking up some real pressure now, Warrington. Pressing strongly, Mackie running now with that ball, looking for the run around there. Well wrapped up by Gary Schofield there. Cullen brought down by Innes. That's good tackling from Leeds. Mackie again. Puts up the bomb. That's for Alan Tate. Oh, he took that well there. A class act, Alan Tate at full back. Fallon. Running there, he got power, Jim Fallon, when he comes on to those short passes. Gibson, what's the gap, goes himself from acting half, and again gets over that advantage line as Leeds looking to come away from their own territory with Anderson. And up to the last tackle, and Laws will find Schofield. And again Schofield seemingly have all the time in the world, but this time it's not found touch, it's found Robbie Marler. And Stevens up quick. Oh, great tackle from James Laws there from dummy half. Forster. And Edwards again in quickly at the tackle. Jackson. A good run there from Bob Jackson. Almost getting through the gap. Ellis, Mackie. Ellis wrapped up. So some players wanting big performances this evening in front of the Sky cameras. Ball for Mackie. Mackie kicking into space. That ball off Fallon's knees. So Fallon there thinking that he knocked on. Alan Tate. Anderson's had a good game since he come on, let no one down. That's James Laws. Anderson injured in the early parts of the season, just making his way back again. Now Andy Goodway. Went up to the last tackle again. And that's going to be a penalty to Leeds, so that's bad play on the last tackle there, Bill.
Well, it is. It's very unprofessional. Warrington would have got the ball back in the next couple of minutes. As it is, we're going to get the ball kicked in touch, and knowing Schofield will kick it 95 yards. So it was a costly mistake to make at the tackle.
Well, Schofield finds touch just inside the Warrington half of the field. And James Laws it will be. Anderson. Oh, and Anderson's put that ball down, so it all came to nothing there, and Warrington back in possession. Oh, and a good run there. Anderson in trouble now with the referee. He's done something there. A swinging arm. Dwayne Mannix, he'll kick for touch and finds a good touch there right on that 20-metre line of Leeds, and Leeds will have to defend stoutly, and they've done that all evening. Warrington coming up to the three-quarter time, 20 minutes gone in the second half. It's Leeds 13, Warrington 0, and Warrington pressing strongly now. Ellis, Mackey. And pushed into touch there on this side. Kenyon got the ball, and Fallon in is combining and bringing him down and wrapping him up and throwing him into touch. So Leeds will have head and ball at the scrum. And Andy Goodway, Anderson. It certainly takes on bringing down Paul Anderson. Runs with real power. Lawless finds Hanley, and Leeds have got a rolling at the moment. And Leeds appealing for the penalty there. Stevens finds Schofield. Goodway. That's for Dixon. Dixon wrapped up there by Tees. And offside there. The Leeds picking up a spear of penalties now. And Schofield finds touch, kicks towards our camera position. And Steve Malloy coming back on for Paul Anderson. Malloy immediately into the fray. Goodway. It's for Tate to run on to. That's good play there again from Leeds. Just keeping their options open. Goodway taking the short side. Hold the gap as well there, Andy Goodway. Had a big game for Leeds this evening, Andy Goodway.
He's been outstanding, as have most of the players on the Leeds team, and I think we can give a lot of credit to the lads on the Warrington team. Absolutely brilliant, outstanding defence tonight, but the difference for me has been that man Hanley and that man Schofield.
Well, Gary Schofield put that ball down there, run with the ball, and Sumner. Suspected forward pass there, the crowd called for it. Sanderson, that's again good tackling from Jamie Lowes.
Get up, Lee!
Oh, that's good play from Warrington. And good tackling from Carl Gibson. We're up to the last tackle again now. And that finds a good touch there. So that'll be head and ball to Leeds at that scrum. In fact, he's coming on from Mike O'Neill, number 10, Mike O'Neill. He's had a great game this evening, Mike O'Neill. Ran strong and hard. The Leeds 13, Warrington 0. Been playing about 23 minutes of this second half. And the stats, the penalties, Warrington 7, Leeds 6, and the scrums 5 to Leeds, 4 to the wire. And Leeds just about to win their 6th scrum, but referee Steele not happy with that. The penalty there at the scrum awarded to Warrington. So a quick tap. And Tees will drive towards the Leeds 20 metre area. Jackson. And again, good tackling from Leeds, keeping Warrington pinned back where they started. Ball put down and Leeds back in possession. The force of the tackle shook the ball out of Ellis's arms. A penalty there, offside, just stood offside there. It was a silly penalty to give away from Kevin Ellis. But Kevin Ellis made no attempt to get back onside there. He's put his side under pressure again.
Well, I think Kevin Ellis, he was a bit disgusted with himself for having lost the ball. He just wasn't concentrating for a second. Of course, our very efficient referee tonight, I think we can say, Colin Steele, spotted it immediately, and here are Leeds again.
Well, Warrington with another substitution. It's going to be number 10, Phil Sumner coming off, and Neil Harmon will come back on. And this is the modern trend in rugby league, swapping your props around, bringing a fresh pair of legs on. Final 20 minutes or so of this game, or 15 minutes now we've got left for play. Anderson. And some of these more experienced Warrington forwards could try an old man. Anderson, good way. All offside. Warrington not inside the 5 there. A posse of players, he could have picked any one of about 4 there. Yes, Sellery. Ball's coming towards our position. Schofield looking this way. It's Sales pass. That's a great kick from Schofield. Leeds. Good running from Steve Malloy. Anderson. Oh, that's good running from Paul Anderson. Schofield. That's Goodway. That's a good run from Andy Goodway. Goodway still going. What a great game he's had this evening, Andy Goodway. Malloy. Malloy looking to pass there when he could have probably gone himself. Schofield. Dodging, weaving. He loses the ball eventually, and Kevin Ellis. Fair play accepts for Warrington. Penalty there. Just telling somebody to keep the tackling down below the neck. Marvin Edwards, I think, the culprit this time. So Warrington, with that penalty, have moved up to just outside the 20-metre area now. Ellis looks for Cullen. And Bateman. There's some acting half. Tremendous pace, Alan Bateman, and good tackle there from Jamie Lowes. And slipping there, and that's the problem this evening. Jackson. Another penalty awarded now again against Leeds. Marvin Edwards. So it's one thing for the referee, he's certainly been consistent, Bill.
Well, actually, I've been well impressed tonight with Colin Steele. He's come down here, he's had a fiery game to control. Nobody's given in, he's been on top of everything, and it's not his fault that he's been handed this silly head tackling rule.
Well, he's certainly been consistent, and I've been very impressed with Colin Steele as well. He's let the game flow when necessary, and he's pulled them up, never been short to pull people up when he's felt it necessary. Warrington using that short side. And a good Warrington crowd at the back of the post, not happy with something there. Mackie running across. Ellis. Got nowhere for Kevin Ellis to go. Mackie didn't complete the run round. Mackie runs himself from acting half. That's a chip across. Oh, well taken by Jim Fallon. Under pressure there, Jim Fallon. Took that kick well. Alan Tate in the line. Dixon. Lowes finds Schofield. Anderson again over the advantage line, just ankle tapped as he went through there. Schofield kicks into space, and Robert Myler will pick that up and bring that back with yards. And Fallon and Innis, the rugby union combining, union pair combining there. And Kenyon, good tackle from Steve Malloy. And again, that's kicked across the field. They'll drop out under the post there. Alan Tate adjudged to have got there before Dwayne Man. The man looked actually offside at the kick, but the referee was quite prepared to award the try. Man got the touchdown, I think. A Warrington crowd, and fine voice at the back of the sticks. There's not a lot of them, but they've made a lot of noise this evening. Schofield drops out there, and that's a good drop kick. That's into space. That goes right over halfway, and Bob Jackson picks it up and runs it back in. Well, Jackson's had a big game for Warrington this evening. Coming into the last 10 minutes of this game, with Leeds still leading by the 13 points to nil, courtesy of the Schofield and Hanley tries, and the Schofield dropping 2 Maskell conversions. It's Anderson. Leeds just hanging off Sanderson there and allowing him to run. Ellis. And in Leeds, that was what we would call a St James's pass. There was nothing at all there for Chris Rudd except a visit to casualty. And Warrington certainly looked like they'd played for that penalty, but they've got it anyway. Marvin Edwards again, the culprit for Leeds. Greg Mackey just urging everyone to settle it down as Warrington come again now. Dwayne Mann takes the kicks and the taps. And Leeds right back on the line. And Tees driving that ball in. And a big defence required from Leeds if they're to keep Warrington out. Ellis Is that a try? That's a try to Greg Mackey there. So finally Warrington getting on the score sheet with that try to Mackey. Lovely play from Ellis.
Fantastic play and a well-deserved and well-graphed try in these atrocious conditions tonight, as both teams have done. The ball was thrown around, kept moving right across the width of the pitch. The support was there. Greg Mackey, never missing a trick, has gone over, and if we can get the conversion points added on, it'll make the score 13-6 to Leeds. We've still got time for a couple more things to go on in this excellent game here at Headingley, so stay tuned and enjoy the action.
So Schofield with the kick-off then. And Kevin Ellis finds Cullen. And good tackling from Leeds again. And a knock on there from Cullen as he was getting up. Not very happy, Paul Cullen. So Leeds will have head and ball at this scrum, and Gareth Stevens just waits for the referee to say so. Finds Schofield, and Schofield looking for the run around with Innes. Schofield going himself, pumping men off. Still going Gary Schofield, and pushed in a touch there over on that far side. Oh, Warrington have head and ball in at the scrum. And a penalty been awarded. That's Warrington's 12th penalty of the afternoon. And Rudd. In fact, it's Robin Myler that's going to kick for touch. And that ball disappears onto the stand roof. 5 minutes to go. Knock on, Leeds in possession. Referees waves play on. Dixon. Oh, battered it again there, costing Warrington dear, Bill.
Well, this is not the time to be losing possession. Warrington are 9 points behind, 5 minutes left. Still got time to pull something out of the fire. But to think on the reflection of the play tonight, as the score stands, it's quite fair.
Yes, Leeds have been a little bit more better. And tonight they've held onto the ball better in these atrocious conditions, and they've tackled tremendously well and shut down the half-backs, which I think's been the key to this game. And the first time that the half-backs put something together, Warrington scored, but Leeds have kept Greg Mackey very quiet this evening. Schofield kicks, and again it's kicked into space, and Innes and Fallon. Oh, and that's a good run in there from Kenyon. And Kenyon's still going, but that's good running from Kenyon, and a good kick and chase from Innes and Fallon. Myler. And Schofield up quickly there. Warrington putting that ball down, so all sorts of it is coming under pressure now. A lovely chase there from Edwards. So Dwayne Man not going to take the drop. It's going to be Robert Myler with the drop. And Gareth Stevens will run that back in himself. Ankle tapped and getting up at the second attempt. So Tate finds Anderson. And roughed up in the tackle there according to the south stand. Dixon. James Laws waits. And Schofield will look for the move with Hanley. Slip there, Hanley, and Schofield slipping as well. And again that's kick throw to Chase. And a knock on there, referee says that went backwards. So some problem coming on here. Didn't quite see what happened there, Bill.
I'm not absolutely sure. initially Mr Steele gave a correct decision. The ball was knocked backwards over the line. As Kenyon went to play the ball, a fracas broke out. I think it's just a bit of steam being let off by the players. No harm has been done, and just while we've got the mic and we've got a quiet moment, I'm just looking down the Leeds list, and I think I would pick out as man of the match Andy Goodway, and I'd ask you to pick out a man of the match for the visitors.
I think Dwayne Mann's worked tirelessly for Warrington and Bob Jackson, but I think on reflection I'd probably give it to Dwayne Mann. And I certainly agree with the choice of Andy Goodway.
You're going to catch this one, Stuart?
It's coming my way, is this, Bill? In fact, it's the roof of the stand. They're re-roofed. North stand, so Warrington again with a penalty. That's their 13th, and it's not been a dirty game at all. In fact, it's been one of the cleanest encounters I can remember between Leeds and Warrington for a number of years. Coming 2 minutes from time now, Leeds looking home and dry, but this game never over until the final whistle. Oh, lovely inside ball there, Myler. Taking the full-back berth from David Lane, who's now with St Helens, of course. Ellis. Showing that ball, trying to go himself up to the last tackle. Player right on halfway. Alan Tate there and took the ball on the tackle of Kevin Ellis. Hanley will run from acting half and just settle it down. Yes, in the middle of the field there, Gary Tees and Eleanor Hanley. Just a difficult to hear there what's been said over the PA system, but there's something happened there. And Gary Tees, the touch judge is pointing back towards the Leeds side, but both sides being kept apart, and it's a shame that this game's heading this way.
I'll tell you what, Stuart, you just made a comment about how clean the game's been. I think we ought to see a couple of red cards brandished after that little punch-up.
Yes, there was certainly some fracas involving Eleanor Hanley, and now the referee wants to speak to Eleanor Hanley as well. And Mackie. So Mackie and Hanley have had a couple of skirmishes, and I think the referee just telling them to quieten down. There's been no need for it. It's been an excellent game in the conditions. And the penalty goes to Leeds for all that.
I'm just glad he didn't give a scrum, Stuart.
Yes, some referees opt out there and give scrums, but the referee brave, and that's not going to find touch. So Warrington in possession inside the Leeds half of the field with their big number 8, that's Neil Harmon, driving forward, and the kick will be coming across here. Ellis looking to bring forwards, driving down. It's Tees. Mackie. Ellis. And Mackie looking for the kick here, I feel. And pushed in the touch there. And scrum will be there, and it'll be head and ball to Warrington. A full time on my clock. Great tackle from Edwards, and there goes a hunter. So full time then, Leeds running out winners by 13-4. Tremendous game, Bill.
Absolutely fantastic advert for the game of rugby league. Anybody that's not seen rugby league before and has just watched that game on this micro on videotape should get out this weekend and support their local team.
Well, there you have it then, just Leeds with the tries in the first half of Schofield and Hanley, both converted by Maskill. In the second half, Leeds were limited to Schofield's drop and Mackey's try in 71 minutes. So that's how it stands here from Headingley. The penalties, well, they went 13-9 to Warrington and the scrum 6-5 to Leeds. It's been a tremendous evening's entertainment, terrible wet conditions. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast from Headingley. And I hope you'll join us next time, because Leeds now going places, and Warrington, they can be happy with their commitment tonight, if not the result. Well, at the end of a tremendous game, I've got Mike Gregory with me from Warrington. Mike, a tremendous game in the conditions.
Yeah, I mean, there was quite a few angling errors, but I mean, you expect that when it's quite slippy out there. But both sides, you know, play some attractive football. A bit dour at times. They kept going down the middle, but I thought Leeds in the first half tried to spread out wide, and they got a couple of tries, you know, through playing enterprising football.
There's been a feeling at Leeds there's been some trouble in the camp. It's been fairly obvious that somebody were going to cop for a good hiding from them shortly.
I don't think we got a good hiding. I think we played certainly beyond what we can do. When we played against Hull, you know, we picked ourselves up, and we've got to do that again. It was a disappointing result, you know. At times we didn't look like we could score, and when Scott had the ball in his hands and when he had a good kicking game, he had 8-9 players coming up, and we couldn't break that line of defence. So we did struggle. All credit to Leeds. I think they did deserve the win on the whole, but you know, we've just got to pick ourselves up now.
On a personal front, Mike, how long is it before you'll be back on the field?
Oh dear me, how long's a piece of string? No, specialists have given me till the beginning of December. I'm back running, only straight running, no side to side yet. It's been a long drawn out process, and it's been one pain in the backside, to be honest, but there's a small light at the tunnel now, so if we can get there, I'll be pleased.
Yeah, it was a good performance. We kept it together reasonably well after Bradford. We had a lot to prove, I think. But we've worked hard all week. 1 or 2 new players that we've introduced. And we all pulled in the same direction today, which was very important.
Like you worked very consistently hard in the forwards and stopped the Warrington pack from running.
Well, we've sort of trying to introduce a new defensive, not a new defence system, but new to the Leeds players. And it's just taking that little bit longer now. As each game goes on, obviously, we're going to get better. We defended well against Hull KR, against Hull, and then we dropped off against Bradford completely. But we defended well again today. 1 or 2 little things out wide. We were a bit susceptible to the break, but you know, like everything in time, it'll come.
I'm very impressed with the new signing, James Laws. He did well when he came on.
Yeah, did all right. He's a good lad. You know, plenty of effort. He's got some good lads around him. I'm sure that he'll learn from the rest of the players.
When Gary Mercer and Andy Gregory back next week, should be a better performance at Wigan.
Yeah, it should be great. Looking forward to it. Should be exciting. Then there's obviously Kevin Irell. You know, once everybody gets back and we're all pulling in the same direction, not higgledy-piggledy, then we can get some good results together, I think.
You're happy with the move to Leeds?
Yeah, fine. No problem with me. No problem. I'm just happy to play rugby league after 12 months out of it.
Okay, Andy, thanks for talking to us.
Thanks a lot.